Hey guys, Khalid from Cricket Fanatics magazine here, and this time we're on time. Surprisingly, it's three Muslims on the screen over here, but we all on time, so that's great compared to when we had Carl, who was all over the show, etc. We know that. But it's nice to meet you guys finally. I've heard about you guys signing to the Cobras for some time. I was excited to see who the new signings are. I'm excited to watch you guys play because I didn't get a lot of chance to watch you guys play against Boland when you guys were at one, I'm sorry. So I'm very excited. Two new prospects, obviously a left-hand batsman and obviously a bowler over here, fast bowler over here. So it's very exciting, very new times at the Cobras. So let's just start with some questions about your upbringing, etc., and how you got into cricket. I'm going to start with Ismail, and then we can move on to Ziyaad.
Okay. I'm born in Strand. I grew up here in Strand, and then my cricket started with my father playing cricket for United Cricket Club or Primrose Cricket Club in Cape Town.
Hmm.
He played for United, so I always used to go as a small child with to the field. Used to play alongside the field with the other children that's there. And then as I grew up, I just started to love the game more. At primary school, I used to play cricket, and then on weekends, I used to play for Ottoman's Cricket Club in Cape Town.
Hmm.
That's basically where my journey started.
Yeah, and for you, are you? So how did you start batting? I mean, obviously you're a left-hand batsman, and for for me, for example, the reason I batted left when I was younger is because my grandmother had a little cement block outside the house next to the window, and because I liked the pull shot, I couldn't bat right because I pull it into the window, and that's why I just changed my start, started batting left. But were you just naturally a left-hander from a young age?
I think it's naturally. I don't know how it started. My parents always used to tell me that I used to sleep with a cricket bat and a cricket ball. So when I picked up the bat, I picked it up left-handed. So I don't know how it's probably natural.
Yeah, cool. Ziad, and how did you get into it, into cricket?
My father played cricket, and my brother. So as a youngster, I always used to go watch my father play cricket. He used to play for Good Hope, and then from there, played outside my house with my brother, and it actually just runs in the family as well. You have Shafiq Abrams, my uncle as well, that played cricket. So it's actually basically into the family. And I
Yeah.
played on school. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your uncle and his influence. Did he have much influence on your career, or was it mainly just your father and your brother?
Uh, not- Mainly just my dad. He was my school as well at high school. And then throughout my career, he was the main guy that actually supported me in everything.
Cool. So, Ishmael, I'm going to go back to you again. The transgression for you on some people have a slow move to their career when they transgress through the age groups, etc. You get some guys like, for example, I'll just from the top of my head, Marco Janssen and Vian Mulder that we spoke to. They both had a quick transition through the age groups straight into the national side, etc. You guys are taking a little bit of a more of a slower journey into your playing careers, etc. Taking your time, getting through the age groups, getting the experience. Do you prefer it that way?
I think I prefer that way as maybe getting fast tracked or getting the opportunity too early and then maybe not ready for it. So I'd rather go the longer route and learn the hard way than getting it too early.
Yeah. So, did you started with in the Cape playing your cricket? Then you moved over to Boland at a later stage. Is that correct? Both of you.
Yes, I went to school at Western Cape Sports School in Kuils River,
Yeah.
matriculated there, got a bursary at Stellenbosch University, which falls under Boland, so that's where I started to play for Boland.
Okay, cool, awesome. What was it like to play at Marty's, of course, and play in a different type of environment, etc. And yeah,
It was a big step up because it's different people, a different environment. It's far different than the school environment, so it's something I had to get used to. But luckily, I could manage to make some new friends. Um, they were they welcomed me very well, so yeah.
And you, Ziyaad, what was your transgression like through the age groups?
I also played for Western Province. I was at the Western Cape Sports School. Um, and then when I came back from the Under 19 World Cup in 2016, Boland approached me with an academy contract. And
Mhm.
then from there, I just kicked on playing for Boland and my club coronations, obviously.
So talk more about that under 19 World Cup. What was it like, that experience? Some of the names, some of the guys you played with, of course.
It was the best World Cups. Played with a few of the guys that's playing franchise now as well. I played with Calvarena at that World Cup, Bian Mulder,
Hmm.
Tayan Halim, Rivaldo Munsami, Lotus Ipamla. Quite a few guys that is actually playing franchise, and a couple of them still playing international cricket as well. It was a good
Yeah.
experience, even though it wasn't the best of World Cups for us. We ended at 11th in that World Cup, so it was, for being the defending champions, it was a tough time there.
Yeah. So this was the World Cup when Tony was captain, eh?
Yes, and Tony, yes. And Tony was the captain, yeah.
Cool. So now you move. Actually, now you're gonna play with some of those guys again. Were you guys friends always? I mean, through the, because you guys are the same age. So were you guys always friends in the cricket sphere, or you?
I only met them actually at the national camp. Some of those guys, I didn't know most of them until I met them at the national camp and Cubs week.
Cool. So Ismail and Ziyaad, to both of you, were you guys also always friends together? Because I mean, obviously you played together at Boland, but did your paths cross a lot? Did you play a lot in the same teams going up through together? Did you guys know each other from a young age, or was it just later on in your careers?
I'd say it's later on in our careers because Ziyaad came to the Western Cape Sports School 2, 3 years after I was there, I think. And then we started to play together, train together, and then we started to play for Poland together also.
Okay, cool. So you guys built a good friendship, Ziad. This is for you. So you guys built a good friendship together, and you think that that's going to kind of make it easier for you guys to settle in at the new franchise.
I think it will. At least we'll have someone to talk to. Get used to the environment and everything. Because I have been with traveling with the Cobras recently.
Yeah.
With the last two Momentum Cup games.
Okay. Cool.
So I was in the environment. So it is actually quite nice to be around the guys there. They make you feel welcome and everything. So I think you will adapt very quickly as well.
So for the guys, there's quite a lot. This is actually our highest stream so far, guys, since we've started this on lockdown. So you guys get your questions in, and we'll obviously ask them at the end of this interview. Ismail, I'm going to ask you, being a batsman in the top order, of course, the Cobras has had a lot of stellar batsmen in their past. They've got the likes of Jock Callis, and they've had the likes of um, um, they've had the likes of Herschel Gibbs, etc. Ashwell Prince, of course, your coach. Now, currently, they have an amazing setup with Peter Malan, Yana Malan, Zubair. The names just go on and on and on. Who are some of the heroes that you look up to, and how excited are you to play with the likes of Zubair Hamza and the younger guys like George and Yanaman and Peter and all of them?
One of my main heroes will probably be Jock Callis for the way how consistent he was, how simple he kept it, and then I'm definitely looking forward to learning a lot from Yanaman, Peter, Zubair, and all those guys, and just see how they go about their business and where I can learn. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to the learning experience also.
Have you gotten a chance to speak to any of them, and what sort of advice, if you have, what sort of advice have they given you so far?
No, I haven't spoken to any one of them yet, but I know Zubair. We used to play under 12 together, I think, Western Province. And then through the years, when I see him, we always greet each other, speak a bit. So yeah, I know him. And then I used to play SA cards after Coke Week with Yanaman. So I know about him, and then I used to play with him province under 17 with Cal Verena, so I know him also.
Yeah. So what was a young Zubair Hamza like at 12? You hear the stories and how driven he is. You can see now, but what was he like when he was that age, a young gun?
To be honest, I don't really know, but I was a quiet. I'm actually always I'm still a quiet guy, so I don't really. But I think his father used to drive him a lot. Because his father was at every game. When Zubair makes a mistake, I think, or that time, then he wasn't the happiest guy around the field. I think it comes from his father.
Yeah. Because yeah, being a fast bowler, you're gonna most likely going to get it's a difficult task obviously to the step up from semi-pro to domestic cricket. We know about the difficulty in that. Are you excited to maybe try this new venture now to bowl with the likes of Nandre Berger? We've got now a new addition, obviously, in Nyaku's there too. You've got Akona Manyaka. I don't know if you guys have crossed paths with him, maybe, but what's the key principles of being a fast bowler in at this particular time? You're obviously growing into your role.
Well, I think with fast bowling, I think you just need to keep to the basics, and then from there you can actually up your skill, and then you can just learn from the other guys again, and you just need to stay focused in what you're going to do and learn from your mistakes and just correct it and make it better at training, and then in games you can um, execute in what you want to do with your plans and everything.
So from a the game's perspective and about the classes in different places and the different formats that you play. Do you guys feel that there is enough at the younger age group for you for youngsters to come in and play the longer formats? Because we're trying to keep Test cricket alive in world cricket at the moment. They would talk about making it 4 days Test matches instead of five, and I've looked around the world, and when I look at India, for example, and the way they've built their kind of trophies, etc., it's like 30 odd teams that are playing their tournament. So youngsters at the age of 15, 16 are already playing the longest format. In the counties, there's like 18 counties that are around. So they have a lot of people. They get youngsters coming in two divisions, second division. They're already playing the longest format. Do you think there's enough opportunities for younger guys to play the longest format, especially a batsman? So I'm going to go to Isma-eel first.
I don't think so. I think there's room for improvement because I play in the Poland league, so the club cricket is only 1 day cricket. So I think if the club cricket can move to 2 day cricket or to 3 day cricket, then that will help the young guys, and then also maybe at the under 18 level also or academy level maybe play a competition that's 2 day or 3 days. That will help especially the batsmen.
And do you think that this is the best format? Is that your favorite format, the longer format of the game? Do you enjoy the longer format more than the white ball stuff?
Yes, I think it challenges you more. It challenges how long you can bat, how disciplined you are. So it basically just it tests you a lot more than maybe 1 day cricket, because with 1 day cricket you can get away with a few stuff, and in the longer format you get more tests.
Yeah, and Ziyaad, for you as a bowler, it's kind of I feel like it's almost like a double-edged sword in a way, because you have to in longer formats, it's all about consistency, bowling on the spots on a long period of time, especially dependable whether you are new ball bowler or you come in second or third change. But with the white ball stuff, it's you have to be on the money all the time, and obviously you need to get your lines and lengths correct, or your speed correct, or consistent, etc. It's more now T20 cricket has made it more about the slower balling variations. So how do you train for that to be able to bowl in the different formats? And yeah, what format is your favorite?
I think you actually need to adjust very quickly, because at the senior level, senior pro level, you actually then take 2 balls. But I think it's just the basics again. Be consistent on your length and your line, and then you can vary your pace from there, and just work on your skill. Maybe after you have your net session, you take extra time off to do maybe slower ball or yorker after training. And I think the best format for me is the longer version. It tests you more mentally, and I think it's you as a bowler, you have more of a chance to actually take more wickets, even though you need to
Yeah,
stay patient and work for your wickets.
I see what you mean. So I know that you guys are going to obviously aspire to play across all formats, and my concern with the youngsters these days is that at school level, especially at the, if you could say the top schools in the country, you can say maybe, if you want to classify it like that, they play a lot of the shorter format stuff, and then sometimes they come to Kamajola week, and the first time they're playing time cricket in a tournament, in a competitive tournament type of sense of the word, or the longer format, and then the emphasis is on T20 cricket, and I think that's maybe something that needs to change down the line, if we're going to improve domestic cricket. I don't know what, but you guys out there that are watching, let us know in the comment section below if you feel that we can do much more to promote the game and to promote the longer format. Obviously, we now have a new franchise system where there's going to be groups, etc., and it's all changed to try and to make it more exciting, etc. But let's go to your lockdown period. So now, obviously, this would have been a massive blow because I mean, you guys just got signed, etc., and it was the end of the tournament, that end of the season, that it cut some of the game short, etc. Now that you're in lockdown, as a batsman first, Isma-eel, what sort of things can you do in the backyard, etc., to help give guys some advice to practice, in the long in from cricket wise, and also keep fit. And then Ziyaad, you can follow on from Isma-eel when you can give us some bowling tips. I saw a guy actually sent me a video of his son, young child, was bowling in the passage, and he was standing at the end and catching the ball. So there's different ways. Isma-eel, let's go with you first.
Yeah, it's not a lot that I can use to bat. The space is not big enough, so I mainly just focus on keeping fit. I have a bicycle here that I cycle on every day, and then I mainly just focus on body weight exercises and some core, and then obviously some FIFA also.
Yeah, we'll get to the fun stuff later. Or Ziyaad, what can you do? Because I mean, I know I come from a household where my mother is like, stop playing with the ball in the house. So that those type of videos
Well,
that people have no choice.
I just take the ball and I'll actually just play with it, throw it up, just get the same position in right. So just like basic things I do. Um, and then me and my brother just playing here in the in the passage as well, bowling with a tennis ball, and then with a just keeping fit. I do all my body weight, like sit ups and those things. That's just keeping me busy.
Cool. Now, besides the training and cricket stuff, what you guys get to up to in your spare time? I know Ismail, you said FIFA, but what do you get up to in your spare time now?
I didn't buy puzzles like most of the other guys that I saw on the interviews. I'm mainly just here around in the house, helping my wife doing the dishes maybe, and then now and then I'll cook something. Well, attempt to cook something. I don't think I'm really good at it. I just try to keep myself busy.
What are some of the dishes that you tried?
It's mainly just fillets. That's the easy option.
Yeah, so what do you have? What would you suggest to have with the fillets? You can't just have it on its own, right?
And then I'll take some meat, veggies, and put it in the microwave. It's also easy option.
And yeah, what do you like to do in your spare time?
I'm watching Netflix, playing FIFA, and then I have a baby cousin here that he loves his guns, his Nerf guns, and we are playing here, shooting each other, just just to have fun and keep him busy while his parents are working here at the house.
So we've got two FIFA players here. Do you guys play Ultimate Team at all?
No.
I know.
No.
I haven't played it yet.
Okay, cool. But you guys play online as well, versus each other?
My
No, we
daughter's
didn't play
minimum.
against each other.
So you play manager mode, obviously. Then, who
Yeah.
do you? Yeah, which teams do you support? Isma-eel, what team do you support? Example, and who do you like when you start your manager mode? When you start your manager mode, how do you approach it? Do you go maybe give yourself a challenge, go to the championship and try to work your way up, or do you pick your favorite team and then try to create a dream team?
I'm a big Chelsea supporter, so I normally start with Chelsea, and then at a later stage, I'll challenge myself and start maybe with a lower tier club.
Cool. So with regards to when you start with a bigger club, obviously the bigger clubs have money. So
Yes.
I found like what I try to do is I kind of try to build a young team because I'm a Man United fan, a massive Man United fan, so I like the youngsters. So I found give me some of the cool transfers that you found. I mean, mine, for example, I found Havertz and not found him, but I mean I started with Havertz when he's still young. And obviously Haaland, and then you buy them and then you grow them, etc. And obviously we have Greenwood in the team already, Rashford. Who are some of the players that you suggest to buy with Chelsea?
I normally watch the on the TV, like the guys who's doing well, like the young guys. Then I'll put myself in their shoes, in their shoes, and then I'll sign them, the guys that's doing well.
Cool. So what's your current team?
I'm playing with Atletico Madrid actually at the moment,
Okay, cool.
and I've only signed Davies, the left back from Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
So that's only signing this far.
Okay, cool. So, guys, I want you guys to put your suggestions in the comment section below as well. Tell us who are some of your great signings that people can buy on FIFA, manager mode, etc. So, yeah, and you playing manager mode. Who do you support, and what team did you start with?
No, I'm not playing manager mode. Me and my brother's just playing against each other at the moment.
Okay,
We
cool.
just having a competition every day.
Who wins?
It's equal. It depends on the day.
So, who's your favorite football side? Who do you support?
I'm also a Chelsea fan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, then we ask you what you guys think about Lampard then. Let's start with Ishmael. What do you
I
guys think about Lampard?
I think he's not doing a bad job, to be honest, with the team that he has. I don't think he has the best team to his disposal, but he's doing a decent job. We're currently fourth, I think. So yeah, I don't think he's doing a bad job. Can only get better from him.
Yeah, with the team he has, I think he will improve those guys, most of those guys, the youngsters. And if he had a better team, I think he could have been in the maybe in the top two with the
So,
team he played with.
yeah. So unpopular opinion over here, but I'm obviously a United fan, and I think that Ole and Lampard are kind of in a similar boat, not exactly the same. Don't get me wrong, but in a similar boat. And I think it's kind of unfair that Ole gets all the heat during this period, and Lampard just can like lose a few guys, and everybody's like, "It's fine, it's a new team, whatever the case may be." But okay, that's fine with me. I'll take it as a United fan. We're always gonna get the in the limelight, etc. Now, FIFA players.
I don't think there's a limelight anymore.
Don't think so. Yeah, so yeah, this is unfair, guys. So I need my United fans to actually support me here in the comments because they're obviously going to come out. But look here, you both are FIFA players. I know for a fact that there is some competitive FIFA players in the Cobras side. I've heard stories about George Linder and Bjorn Fontaine's battles when they were on tour, and we know that guys like Zubair loves to play FIFA, and he's apparently a very good FIFA player. I think we're gonna start to maybe get a tournament together, and you guys be keen to get in there, and let's just have a little bit of a cocky preview of who do you want to play in FIFA, and if you think you back yourself against them. Let's start with Ishmael.
I've played Jason Smith before a couple of times. I think the score is still level. I think it's like 2-2. So I'll probably want to play him again.
Decider. Is
Yeah. But it's actually
No,
quite
I
tough
don't
to play
know.
against.
I will want to take on Zubi maybe, and I'll see from there how will it be.
Okay, cool. So, guys, you've heard it. Ziyaad and Ismail want to take on Jason and Zubi in FIFA. So we'll see if we can organize this to happen and maybe obviously give it to you guys on in some sort of video format. So, guys, I'm gonna go into the comment section now and try to dig out some questions. Um, we'll do it in the same order so that there's no confusion again. So let's just start because some of the questions are obviously going to be to the both of you. So it's going to be a bit tricky for me to organize it properly. And they say you got the Shakir Abrams saying that you don't look so serious, guys. You must smile a bit. I'm just saying. Um, And let's start with the question from Daniel. This one is for Ismail. What was it like facing James Anderson when you played for the CSA Invitational 11?
I think it was an amazing experience. Even though I didn't last it that long, I only faced one over of him, and the only run I got from him was of the glove. So yeah, it was a challenging experience.
Yeah, but them like as a team to see them in front of you now. You obviously always watching them on TV, etc. What was that whole experience like to see how they operate, etc. Were you know, they say sometimes don't meet your heroes, but in this case, was the good experience.
Yes, it was an amazing experience to see how they go about their business, how they warm up, how they train. Like I think Joe Root battled against us. He retired himself at I think 70. Walked off the field, went straight into a net for another hour or two. So it's
Yeah.
amazing to see how professional they are and how they go about their business.
Yo, that's awesome. Okay, to the both of you, but I'm gonna let Ziyaad answer this first, and then Ishmael, you can carry on afterwards. As you all know, the Cobras had a bad season in the One Day Momentum Cup. What can you guys bring to the Cobras that can take them obviously to the next level?
I just think we should work as a team and make everything use everything that we to our ability that we can make it a better team by bringing our talents to the party and showing what we're capable of and making sure that we fit into the system.
Yeah, Ziyaad, obviously it's a very difficult question to ask you. A lot of people don't like to talk about themselves necessarily, but what are some of the unique qualities do you think that you have that you can bring?
Uh, I in the white ball cricket I can bowl at the death, Yorkers, slower ball bouncer, and then with the red ball I can take the ball in and away and into the batsman.
Okay, that's awesome. And you, Ishmael?
I'm more accumulator, so I think in the one day comp I'll probably be the guy like maybe to bat long, steady the ship maybe if we're in trouble, something like that.
Yeah, because that anchor role is quite difficult. I've spoken to guys like Temba, for example. Riza said that he wants to play that type of role in the T20 cricket, for example. You'll see obviously it's more suited to the longer format, but like in T20 cricket, for example, being that type of anchor role, how do you approach it and how do you get the best out of your performance?
I think it comes with how you play. So for me, I'm not really a guy that's a big hitter or so it probably comes to the guys that's more suited to that, and then they can do that job to the best of their ability
So
and to their
Ziyaad,
skill.
yeah, Ziyaad obviously said some of these favorite balls to bowl. Obviously, the slower Yorkers, the slower bouncers, taken in and out of the batsman. What are some of your favorite shots to play?
The straight drive, and then I don't mind a short ball, so I like playing from the back foot. So it's fine.
Cool. So if he's bowling to you in the net, you back yourself against him.
On the short ball, yeah.
Okay, so next question is here from Shakir Abrams. What are you two looking forward to the most next season? Let's start with Ismail. Sorry.
For me, it's mostly just to start working with the Cobras, getting to know the people, and then just starting to learn in that environment and just to feel how it is being at that level and then just learn as quick as possible. So that I'm just looking forward to learning it as quick as possible.
Cool. Ziyaad?
Yeah, basically the same as well. Um, as I was with the team as well, the last two games of the Momentum Cup, I think I actually learned a lot from the guys in that camp. Um, when we played against the Titans and the Warriors, there was a lot to learn, and I think looking forward for next season is just to up my skill a bit more, and then learn quick with the guys around in the camp.
Cool. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is the more fun question. I don't know if you guys are into this, but Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings?
None of the two.
None of the two?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Okay, cool. Awesome. So, are you what type of things are you into? I know you said Ziyaad, you like to watch Netflix, etc. You never mentioned anything that you like to watch, or maybe in your downtime, Ishmael. So, what do you like to do? Do you watch anything? Do you prefer a certain genre in movies, etc.?
I'm more into power, and then Narcos.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. Have you watched Peaky Blinders yet?
No, I haven't yet.
That's something you must put on your playlist. If you're into those type of narcos type of things, then Peaky Blinders is unbelievable. So yeah, Harry Potter. Who's your favorite characters in Harry Potter besides Harry, of course? Who's some of your favorite characters?
Ron.
were you a were you a hardcore? Like, did you read the books or did you just watch the movies?
Yeah, I just used to, my brother's into that. I just used to tag along with him and watch it.
Okay, cool,
I don't
awesome.
think his dad likes to read anyway.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm one of those guys. I'm a big fan of both. I've read both books, all the books in Lord of the Rings, all the books in Harry Potter, watched all the movies, both sides. So I'm one of those guys that are going to jump on board and say, look, yeah, the Netflix needs to get on board and make a Harry Potter series. But okay, I'm not going to bore you with all that good, nerdy stuff. Let's go to the next question. So the questions are coming in, guys. Thanks a lot for all these questions. I'm trying to stuff through them. Cool. Here we go. Where do you guys see yourself in the near future in Zanzibar Super League, South Africa, etc.? Let's start with Ismail.
In the near future, I'll probably South Africa maybe. I don't think I'm Zanzibar because I'm not really a T20, or I don't really see myself as a T20 player, so I'll go with South Africa.
Cool. And Ziyaad?
I actually see myself in the near future to get into the Nzanzi League. And then from there, I can maybe into the Proteas team.
Cool. That's an awesome answer. Okay, let's go through it again. Sorry, guys, I have to like check all of those things properly. Sometimes the people ask questions that I can't really ask. Cool. Let's go to this one over here. So, looking back, what was the high in your career so far? Let's start with Ishmael.
I think the high in my career would be this season. I think that's probably the best season I had since I started playing first class cricket. So I think my most high would be this season.
Cool. And you, Ziad?
I also take this season. Even though I didn't play much games, I set the goal out to get the call up to the Cobras, and I think I achieved it. Even though I didn't play, at least I was part of the Cobra squad for this season, the past season.
Okay, cool. Here's a tongue-in-cheek one from Tariq. For Israel, if your father's nickname is Pi, does that make you Pai Chi?
I automatically love some of the guys when I was a bit younger. When I used to train with them or play with them, they used to call me Paitia. So I think I'll go with that also.
Which one? Steak? Which one? If you had to choose a pie, which
Steak.
is your favorite pie? Steak, pepper steak, chicken.
Pepper steak.
Okay, cool. So sorry, that was very lame. But okay, let's move on to the next one. Ziyaad, cool. This one's for you. Do you miss playing soccer? Your team need you in the polls.
Yeah, yeah, I do miss playing soccer. It's actually my love. I love playing soccer. Uh, I'm a goalkeeper as well, so I love doing that.
So you come into a team now, obviously, that loves doing the soccer warm-ups. Quite competitive guys in that team.
Yes, I know. One of the warm ups in East London was very intense with the soccer.
Yeah. So the Cobras as well, because I mean you've got Liverpool fans in there, Manchester United fans in there. Now
Yes.
you two Chelsea guys coming in. Oh, I want to see those warm-ups happen. It's gonna be
Everybody's serious there on that field. You can't make a mistake. They're gonna shout at you.
cool. So here's another one, Ziad. Who used to bowl for you in your passage when you were young?
Yo, there was a lot of people, but my auntie there would ask that question. They all used to do that.
So they're looking for a little bit of favor here.
Yeah.
So my grandmother used to. My grandmother passed away about a few. It's quite a long time ago, and she used to actually throw the ball down to me when I was a kid. So
Yeah.
we used to put the chair close by halfway and then throw it to me. Okay, once or twice I might have hit her, but so I'm sorry for that. That was awesome. She always was very keen in the cricket side of things. Okay, Daniel has a question for both of you. I don't know who you're gonna pick because you probably either say Balak or someone, but let's say Messi or Ronaldo.
I'd go with Ronaldo.
Okay, and Ziad.
I I can't choose here because both of them are very good. So I take
Yes,
both of them.
I was hoping for like a face-off here between Messi and Ronaldo. And I'd like let's just say that you were a Messi fan. Why Messi and why Ronaldo? Let's go with Isma-eel. Why Ronaldo and then Ziad? Why Messi?
I just think he's amazingly skillful, and then he's unique in his own way. And I think the same goes to Messi also. But I
Yeah,
just like Ronaldo. Messi.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Ziad, okay, what's qualities of Messi that you look up to or you that stands out about him?
He's dribbling. I think to pass a player with ease, don't see a lot of guys can do that. And then, of course, he's finishing, chopping the ball over the goalkeeper. That's actually very difficult to do.
So in a fantasy world right now for Chelsea, if you could get one or the other, who do you think will suit Chelsea now more at this particular time in their regime?
I would go with Ronaldo still. I think we struggling to score
Yeah,
enough goals. He'll do that job.
I think
Joseph.
Ronaldo as well.
Yeah, you guys are missing a
Yeah,
top class up front there. I think us as well. I think if we had to get him back, I would take him back because as a striker up front, we need someone that has. I know Martial for us is our main striker at the moment, but for him to have a partner up front would be awesome. I do. I'm not one of those guys that hates opposition teams necessarily. The only team I hate is okay, the only two teams I hate is obviously City and Liverpool, but that's normal. But I do watch other teams, like especially Chelsea, and I do watch Chelsea play some games. I like some of the plays in that side. Mount is a very awesome player. I enjoy watching him play. Like also Tottenham, I watch them play, of course, as well. So I'm into most teams. I just can't stand Liverpool. Okay, so what was what was your favorite memories? Here's another one. What was your favorite memories from Western Cape Sports School? Mine was the cold showers after the morning training.
yo,
I can't think of any. I think just the banter that we had in the team, I'd go with that.
yeah,
Other guys had a go at each other, but at the same time, they'll back up each other in the games and at training, but we all had a good laugh. So that's probably one of the most amazing memories.
And Ziyaad?
I also think the unity of the team, we're always together. And then obviously there was a time when training, if you're out, you're out. That's your training. If you're a batsman, if you're out first ball, you don't bat again for the rest of the training.
Do people? So I don't think a lot of people would have walked in.
I don't think that's for choice you had to walk.
Okay, I'm sorry, I laugh sometimes while you guys are talking. It's not that you, it's because the comments are coming in and I find some of them quite funny. So here's another one. So favorite. Oh wait, this is not the wrong one. Sorry. Let's do. Yeah, here we go. Who washes your cricket clothes?
My mother. I don't do it myself.
Yes. The my Rachel, that's my washing.
Okay, cool. Okay, the next one will be. Are we choosing you at India cricket? Yeah.
I will play indoor cricket for fun still. That's obviously in my off season, and when I'm back home in PE, then I'll still play indoor cricket.
I don't know if you ever played indoor cricket, Isma-eel. Are you an indoor cricket person? No,
I
not
haven't
at all.
played it before.
Cool.
I don't think I'm into it.
Okay, awesome. Okay, the next question would be, there's a lot of questions coming in. Did you two bully cricket in high school? Let's start with Isma-eel.
I don't think so. I did okay. I wouldn't say I bullied.
The humbleness in this guys, eh? So Ziyaad?
I wouldn't say so, but I actually used to take a lot of wickets at school. Especially after the year Khafi left, his matric the year after that, I picked up a lot of wickets in that year. Before I made the SCI under 17 team. Yeah, I picked up a lot of wickets in that year.
Ziyaad, I always like to ask this question. I don't know why, but people are obsessed with raw pace, right? Have you ever gotten your speeds checked, or do you know how fast your roundabout on
No, I
average?
haven't.
No.
No, I
Okay,
haven't
cool.
yet.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. Have you gotten to work with Vinny Barnes yet? And if so, what?
No.
No, not yet. Not yet. Cool. So let's go on to the next question. Favorite cricketer and why? Let's start with Isma-eel.
Like I said earlier, Jock Cullis has to be my favorite cricketer. Simply because how consistent he was and how simple he kept batting.
And
So
currently?
I enjoyed it. Hey?
And currently?
Currently, I'd have to go with Steven Smith.
Okay, cool. The ball temper. Okay, let's go to Ziyaad. Let's go to let's go to Ziyaad. What was
I enjoy watching Pat Cummins bowl. Very aggressive bowler. Always on the stumps, looking to take wickets. I enjoy that.
cool? So you're big fans of Australia over here. A pity, but then we got another one here from Daniel. This is also awesome one. I like this one. Who is the best cricketer you played against at school? So let's start with what Ziyaad is thinking, because I can see he's thinking over there. So let's start with Ismail.
Against that school, I'd probably go with Clyde Fortuin at that time.
Yeah.
I think in Cape Town that time he was one of the main upcoming cricketers. So I'd go with him.
Same for you.
Yes, we played together, man, Ismail. So
Yeah. So who are some of the other guys that you played against? Maybe tell me one of the best overs you faced against some of the up and coming guys that are in the franchise system now? And Ziyaad, some of maybe the best wicket you've ever taken against someone that is currently in the franchise system. Let's start with Isma-eel.
Any franchise or not the Cobra franchise?
No, not the Cobras franchise. Any franchise. Someone that you played against at school, and you had a great over against them or something. Who did you play against? Like, who's some of the guys that you played against?
I played against Dayan Khalim. So I probably have to go with him. I don't think there's anyone else that I played against on school.
Okay. And you, Ziyaad?
Does Cubs week count? Does Cubs week count?
Cubs weeks counted. Cubs weeks and all of those counted.
Okay. So I got Yaneman out at Cubs week.
Oh yes. Okay, I'm gonna love this. So dead sessions, Yaneman. I'm looking forward to watching Ziyaad bowl against you. What type of wicket was it? Was it just middle stump or was it LB? What was it?
I can't remember what stump it was. I think it was just an off stump.
Did you send it flying?
No, it wasn't flying.
No. Okay, cool. So where do you? Okay, we've answered this question already, but you can say where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years time?
I don't know. Probably somewhere in cricket or as a teacher.
As a teacher, awesome. And you, Ziyaad?
Hopefully in the Proteas team.
Hopefully. Okay, cool. Emily Norris wants to ask Ziyaad, who is your favorite bowler of all time? Besides Pat Cummins now, you said, but of all time, who's your favorite bowler?
I would go with what's his name? Mohammad Asif and Vernon Philander. That's the two I think I enjoy watching.
Have you ever had a chance to speak to Vernon yet? Ever?
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Okay, cool. Big Vern, we know that you're maybe out there watching. Hopefully, come have a chat to Ziyaad, man. You can really use your guidance and assistance, etc. So, obviously, Kotso wants to know what was it like playing for Boland together?
I think very good question. I don't know if it's for playing together. I think that was a good experience. I think because we know each other since high school, I didn't feel any different. It felt the same. I think we always get along. We always used to get along. So it's probably the same as high school.
Yeah, I also think so. We had some fun memories though, me and him. I took him to 100 at Wanderers.
Jeez, how was that like?
It was a good innings from him.
I got 100, he went out, so I think a good job.
So what was the conversation like? What sort of conversation do you have with, like, say now you come in and you're nearing 100, what sort of conversation do you have with him to get him, or did he just know what to do really?
I think I tried to milk most of the strike, or to get most of the strike, and then I think I made a mistake on 97 to get, somehow I got off strike, and then Ziyaad had like 3 to 4 balls to face in 1 over, and luckily he could manage.
Yeah, that takes that's true friendship right there. Yeah, must say. You've already answered this one. Let me go to, who's your biggest inspiration besides sportsmen? Who are some of your biggest inspirations?
I'd go with my father. For the person that he is, the sacrifices he made, all the things that he went through to give me the best possible education, and as well as the best advice in life on how to go about life and the life lessons.
Ziyaad?
I also say my father. Even though he's passed on now, he done the most of the work for me, pushed me hard. and he was always there to support me and give the best advice for me as a fast bowler as well himself.
Okay, let's move on. I'm going to ask you the best chirp or sledge you've heard on the field.
Sure.
I can't recall anything. I mostly block it out, so I don't know.
Yeah, and you know that in these type of games you'll hear a lot of, especially when you're playing in semi-pro cricket, it's not as welcoming those chirps and sledges. And Ziyaad,
Yeah.
bowler, you would have heard it. Would you not have heard it?
The not really.
Not when
There
you're batting
was
at all.
not
Those that come hard to you when you bat.
the guys. I'm not the guy that chirps when I'm bowling. I just I have a stare down. Um,
Yeah,
I don't have any words, so I let the ball talk most of the time.
yeah. But when you're batting, don't the guys opposition normally go at the
Nah,
bowlers?
the guys don't. They don't.
No.
They don't have a word at me. Since I'm the guy that just have a stare at them, so
Okay. Are you guys going to miss playing for Boland?
Still play a few games here if we don't play for the Cobras.
Cool. Ziad? I think it's a bit frozen. Okay, we can go on to the next one because the next one is for you anyway, Isma-eel. So Isma-eel, who can hit the biggest six? Your father, your sister, or you?
At the moment, it probably has to be me. I don't think my father has that power in it for that. So yeah, but I think
Okay.
in his prime, he beat me to hitting the biggest six.
Okay, cool. So the next one, let's start with Ziad. We know we lost you a bit there. What roles has your Cobras coach mapped out for you in your first year of franchise cricket? I don't know if you guys have spoken to him yet about that. I don't
no, we
think,
haven't.
of course
Uh,
not. Yeah. Sorry, Gulam. So there's another one. Before you go on the field, do you have a ritual you do? Breathe, make the eyes, song you listen to get you in the zone. Let's start with Ziad first.
uh, right into the field. I think just listen to my music, get my focus. Obviously, before the game as well, before to the field, you obviously gonna make dua, what make your salah, and then get into the bus, have your breakfast, and then focus with my music.
Yeah, in English terms, they just they make a short prayer before they go to the field for the guys that are not Muslim. But yeah, Ismail, what is your thing that you do?
I don't really have a ritual when I get to the field, but it's just when I cross the rope of the field. Before I cross the rope, I'll baca Fatiha or make dua, as you call it. That's
Okay, cool.
basically it.
Okay, cool. So thanks, guys, for everybody for tuning in. This was an awesome conversation. I really enjoyed getting to know you guys a little better. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the field, etc. Lastly, just can you give a short message to the cricket fanatics fans that are out there? We'll go with Ismail first.
Probably just to stay safe, sanitize, and all those 110 things that they tell you every day on the TV.
Sad.
I also think stay safe, guys. Keep washing your hands and enjoy the lockdown with your Netflix.
Okay, guys. So thank you. A recommendation from me for Netflix, Money Heist, awesome show. I've been watching it. I only started it now about a few days ago, and I'm one of the late lambikis, or that they, as you would say, on it. But okay, so thank you guys for tuning in. We are going to post this video on our it's going to be live on our YouTube channel, obviously now, and it will go to our YouTube channel, Facebook, and I'll put it on our website and share the links with both of you guys as well, and obviously with the public, we'll put it on our website, etc. So, thanks a lot. Good luck for the new season, and stay safe. And I hope your family stays safe and healthy in the lockdown.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Cool.
Thanks. See you.
See you, bro.